I never really had the classic struggle. I had faith. Denzel Washington. My friends, that's what it takes. That's all it takes. You're going to stick with it until you learn it. And you can do it, my friends. Just tune in each and every day, 10 to 15 minutes. We will work you through this. Spent my Sunday afternoon for you guys. Hope you enjoyed that 30 minutes of instruction that we provided to you on how to use those new charts that we showed you how to set up. And, of course, explained on Sunday how to use them. Let's go to those charts. Here we are. This is what the S&P 500 looks like on those charts. Now you can see we have volume on each of the 3 time frames, starting at the bottom with the 195-minute half-day chart, 2-day chart in the middle, weekly chart in the top. You can watch. We have keyed, as you can tell, this vertical dashed line moves on all the charts all the time. Now, this weekly chart, of course, represents what? 10 half days. It represents 2.5 2 days. And of course, as we move it, you can see on the other charts how the time frames move along. What do we see happening as we look at this chart? Well, we see on the volume where it pumped up to its most recent high back on the week starting the 30th of January. And the volume was high, we peaked, and then look at what's happened after that. Volume didn't reduce all that much, but the candle got a lot smaller, showing you that not only was price topping out, but volume was staying there as the people that hoped things would keep going up were buying, as the people that knew it was getting ready to go down were selling. Why? Because you expect volume, again, to match candle size. And when that does not happen, that's telling you something. Now, we have a small candle as we start the week. The S&P 500 actually for the day was up 0.34%. We're moving in the right direction. You can see it was up in the morning, lost some of that energy in the afternoon. You can see where volume was, again, sort of proportional to the candle there in the morning, not so much in the afternoon. What could that mean? One of two things. Either the market's getting ready to roll back over or was getting ready to go up. But how would it go up if you have a small candle here at the bottom with this volume, of course, and it's still green? Well, may mean that folks are hoping it would go up but just didn't have the strength to do that, and we'll see how this plays out tomorrow. We have the weight, of course, of the inertia of the weekly chart and the 2-day, both moving down, and you can see the increasing volume here on the 2-day. So again, we'll keep an eye on things. The volume's not so high on the weekly. Why? Because, of course, this is the first day of a 5-day candle. You wouldn't expect the volume to be as high. So again, keep all of that in mind. This is a finished candle on the 2-day. It represents Friday and Monday. So we'll be having a new candle in the morning. We'll see which way, which direction things continue to go. Now again, jumping in point was after we saw the peak, and again, as things started going red last week. Let's look at the Qs. Qs was up more, 0.72%. We can see it was up in the morning and then shaved off some of that in the afternoon. 3 down candles there, volume increasing on the 2-day. And again, a much smaller candle. This is a neat little thing you can do depending on which box you would like to jump into and see. It's just off the screen here. It's next to the auto. It's the toggle maximum chart, and then that pulls up whichever chart you've highlighted. This is the weekly. And of course, you can see that we've not reached the low as we've started this new week of last week. We'll see how this indeed goes. We do have, of course, downward pressure from the weekly chart. And we see on the 2-day chart, it again increasing volume and potential down movement. We'll see how things play out as we move through the week. Where are we on the 20-year bond chart? Well, we are going into the fourth week of down movement. It was up a little bit for the day, 0.28%. And in fact, everything across the board was up some on Monday. You can see again where the volume increased in the afternoon. Again, below that weekly trend line. We only draw the trend line on the weekly chart. If we're just starting off and we only have one weekly candle, we'll start off drawing it on the 2-day. Then as soon as we get a second candle, we will switch over. And then, of course, as things move along, we tighten our chart up by going out to the latest week and seeing how many candles we can put on there. Sometimes it's just 2, but we can see price well below that weekly trend line sliding sideways. We'll see how the week continues to progress with bonds in this established down move. Look at gold. That is just a stair step down. Now, is the gold movement going to find a level of support here on this 30-period exponential moving average line? It might. Sometimes these moving average lines will help. Sometimes they mean absolutely nothing. But we put this one in here just to see what it does for us, if it provides anything. And of course, we can see price just moving down like stair steps. We can see how this has occurred on the half-day chart as this move took place. A dramatic drop, a sideways slide, another drop, another sideways slide, another drop, and now we have a sideways slide underway. At some point, this will stop and gold will move up. So we'll continue to wait, watch and see as to when that occurs. And it could be getting ready to occur. It may not. It may just accelerate on through and keep going down. Whichever way, we'll be waiting, watching, and seeing what it does. And what about Bitcoin? Bitcoin up a little bit for the day, 0.15%. Now, again, that's nothing for Bitcoin. And again, we wish we saw something nice and clean and a good, strong up movement chart. We've seen Bitcoin pop up, and really, what's it doing right now? Just sort of sliding sideways on us. It, popped up on Wednesday, and then on Friday, that was the Wednesday, Thursday, and the Friday. Let's see. That was Wednesday, Thursday, 15th and 16th, and Friday and Monday, 17th and 20th. And then, of course, these latest candles, we can see how things have lost some momentum and headed down. We can see, again, Bitcoin just, not excited about Bitcoin right now, waiting for it to show us some good, strong movements and some good fluxing. It has moved above the 300 EMA on the weekly chart, and we'll just see how it continues to set itself up. And again, if it's going to move with some regularity and predictability. Looking at this, does this look like something you'd be excited in following? Not me. Not me. I want to see something with nice, smooth, clean waves of movement. Again, we see much more of that on the S&P. Check that out. Is that not pretty? Is that not beautiful? Clean weekly waves of up and down movement. That makes it easy to trade, easy to see, easy to make work. But when it's haphazard, who needs that? I don't care if it's Bitcoin. I don't care what it is. I don't care what I'm trading. I want charts that work, that are predictable, that I can get in and ride that wave. That's where we are, folks. Again, hope you're enjoying it as I slide us more and more into these new charts. I will put at the end of today's video 2 videos for you. One is how to use these charts, and the second is how to set them up. They're very simple. You need to learn how to do it yourself, and you can do it in 5 minutes on TradingView. We love to hear from you. CW@chartingwealth.com. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters. And yes, you can use this setup on any of your favorite stock charts and quickly determine whether they are trackable, chartable, or not. And hence, you can practice trade those same stocks and ETFs.